Okay, ladies, let's talk about your favorite subject, weight loss. Okay, so a lot to talk about with weight loss, but there's one important factor I want you guys to understand, and this is it. How you get there is how you stay there. What the heck is Karen talking about? You cannot do a diet plan or a different eating plan to lose the weight and then swing back to your old ways when you're there. So any strong lifestyle plan has to have an eating plan that you can adopt and that you like and that has allowed you to lose the weight. And now that you've lost the weight, you get to stay with that eating plan. So I am never about diets, and you guys probably know that by now. I'm all about whole foods eating, and it really is about coming to understand what you want, what your body wants, what it needs. I have trained vegans to carnivores and everything in between. It really depends on your goals and your belief system and where you want to be. If weight loss is an issue, how much, and it's going to take time. Slower weight loss is better than fast. And fast will also call out plateaus, which can be deadly to women trying to lose weight, because the more plateaus, which usually come with more crash dieting, more restriction, more diets, the longer they go, and then the body sometimes won't get out of a plateau. In fact, it will start going into the cumulative effect, which is the third phase. So the first phase is fast weight loss, and then it slows down because the body's like, oh, got to slow this down, it's too fast. And then you go into kind of this holding place where you might plateau, and this is what the dieting triad is. You might plateau, and then you might add on a bit, and so you cut deeper, more cardio, more restriction, and then you go down a bit more, and then you'll plateau longer. And then the cumulative phase is where the body says, this is way too much for me, I can't survive here, this is too hard. Increase in cortisol and inflammation, and I'm thinking in my brain, and I'm stressing my nervous system, so it starts adding the weight back on. So when you eat 100 calories, it acts like 300 calories now instead of 100, because your body has compensated. So this is the super compensation area we need to be careful of. That is why, however you choose to eat, you're going to be 90% whole foods, and you're going to look at what are my macros, which are important, but you don't have to be solid on them, guys. It doesn't matter if you're 100 grams of protein or 120. Okay, just be in that ballpark, and then you look at your fats, and then you look at your carbs, which is, your proteins, 100 to 120, and your carbs are anywhere from 80 to 300. Okay, it's really, it just varies. I'm not going into a carb talk here because it's just another whole emotional thing, and I'll get a ton of email, and I don't want that right now. But you need carbs to build muscle. So if you want to do ketosis and all that stuff, and fasting and whatever, that's cool. But again, it depends on what your goals are. And so if you want consistent weight loss, and then you want weight maintenance at your new weight, you want to get there and stay there with the same eating strategy. You're just going to be eating less because you have a smaller engine now, because you've lost the weight. So we can't go back to the same portions. We can't go back to those times when we would have, like, a weekend of a lot looser eating because it was okay. Maybe it was okay at 180 pounds, but it's not when you're at 130. Because now you have a smaller engine and you don't need to fuel it as much. And that is just physics, guys. It's just, there is a wisdom too, and you got to be in a calorie deficit, and then that deficit then becomes your new maintenance, right? So how you get there is how you stay there. So when I do individualized food plans, I get pictures of everything that my women are eating, because I want to see, how do they eat? What's their life like? What's their family dynamics like? Is somebody cooking for them? Are they doing all the shopping? What are the timing of their meals? And I want pictures. Then I can see where they're at. Then I can make a plan from where they're at to where they want to be. So if anybody just hands out 1,200 calorie, 1,400 calorie, and they're not even looking at what you're doing, they're not investing their time in you and your lifestyle, walk away. Just walk away. And find somebody who has actually been doing this for a long time and getting great results with their women. But it's not about selling you anything on the side. It's not about selling diets, or it's not about me telling you how you should eat. You should be low carb. You should be keto. You should be paleo. You should be intermittent fasting. No, all of that stuff has to be put on the side, no matter what your beliefs are as a coach. and you've got to see where the person's at. And the basic rules apply. You got to be in a slow calorie deficit, not too fast. You got to be training your muscles because the fat is burned off at the muscle. Okay, so that's how it works. The fat comes off the body in its own sweet way, depending on your body genetics, goes into your liver. The liver does this funky little thing and sends all of that out to the muscle to be burned off. That's why more muscle is a higher metabolism, because you have more fat burning furnaces all over your body. So you got to enjoy your food, and you got to want to have something that you can live with for the next 30, 40 years on the planet. That's my wisdom for today. Okay, you guys, be well. Chat soon. Bye-bye.